Alright, then we should be live. Now, immediately right off the bat, I am noticing some dropped frames on OBS. So if anyone is in chat, let me know if the stream is looking fine. If there is a ton of lag or something, I'm gonna do a quick restart and see if that fixes the issues. So if you notice any lag, whether it's in my voice or the screen you're seeing, I can do a quick duel to test things out. It seems the issues only happened right when I started the stream and should be fine now. How's it look? We good? Looks fine. Yeah, on my end it should be fine as well. It looks like it's working now. Right, well, let's roll with it then. Alright, so today we are doing the Crucible. I have not looked at the quest yet. I know a lot of people have been making spreadsheets, planning it out and all of that. I haven't done any of that. I don't plan on doing that. I'm just gonna go in and do it node by node, essentially. So let's just see how it goes. Misery in chat. Hey Finn, please Ronan the Red Goblin. It's fun. We'll see once we get there. Now, there should be two paths. Does it really matter which one I do first? Let's see. We start with the Red Goblin. Who do we face? We face this Kang. Which one is this? Oh, the power management one, that's fine. And then we get around to the slipstream one. Is that the final one? Yes. Alright, well, we'll start with that. Red Goblin Bath is easier. I'm planning on doing them both anyway, so it doesn't really make a difference which one I'm doing first. Just gonna go in and, well, see what happens. Okay, so the first node's Burnout. There's gonna be Power Lock. Unlimited power, time to strike. Okay, none of these nodes deal with the attacker in any way. The burnout, sure, it power locks you, but that shouldn't be an issue. Alright, so basically I can use anyone. That's a throwaway fight. So who do we throw in? Someone I'm not planning on using for much anyways, or who I doubt I would use anywhere else. Sure. Let's go with this. It took me most of today planning out my runs, since my roster isn't that big. No guides used. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the size of my roster as well, so this should be alright. Okay, no global nodes of any kind. These are the only ones. Got it. So first fight should be simple enough. Now, for those who have already done this thing, which 7 stars did you get? And were the ones that you hoped for, or did you miss? Personally, I have no real hopes here. I'm just... Well, I would be happy getting the Immortal Hulk. That would probably be one of the top options for me, and great stuff. Also, I think the Unlimited Power node has something about nullifying, which I kind of forgot about. Should be fine though. It's gonna be power locked here. I got Wax and Hulk, and I was hoping for Wax and Man-Thing. Well, you got one that you wanted, that's nice. There should still be the selector where you can choose one. So... yeah, you should be good. I would be very happy with iHulk myself. Other than that, doesn't really make a difference. Should probably put the stat focus on my Scarlet Witch a long time ago when I got her, but this'll do. She's rank 1, a low sig, so I'm not getting basically any of the special effects from her sig ability. That's fine. I also do believe that the swap node is the good one, where you heal to full, so potions shouldn't really be a problem. Nice crits on the special to speeds things up a little bit. There we go, first fight down. Now before I move in, I'm gonna read the next note. I don't know if the choice notes locks you in the champ selection screen, so I gotta do this now. So armor up is passively unblockable, more ability accuracy on them, crits remove them, even more ability accuracy, no nullified champs, and more combat power rates. Essentially, preferably an evade counter, someone to deal with armor ups isn't necessary, but he's gonna be unblockable essentially the whole fight. Preferably someone who doesn't rely on too many offensive abilities, because the armor buffs are gonna lower offensive ability accuracy. Basically, evade is the only real issue. Someone who would passively shut it down that I likely don't need. Odin. Just to confirm, I believe he has the True Strike on the Special 1. Yeah, True Strike on Special 1 ignores evade, as well as allows me to ignore the armor rating from the armor buffs. Magneto? Yeah, I think he should be able to nuke the fight down just fine with the Special 3. You can play it slow, so yeah, that sounds like a good option. This guy's evade is also on a timer, so if you are comfortable fighting against him, the evade isn't too bad. If you can keep like a clock in your mind, you can essentially just play around it with anyone. Now, just to point out, I have no idea how to use Odin offensively in a, well, proper way, I guess. So these fights, well, they're not gonna go as fast as they could. Or this fight, I guess. But that shouldn't be an issue. How's winging it so far? This is the second fight, so not too bad, I guess. Gotta be at least a little bit focused here so I don't get clipped for no reason. So not sure why the True Strike didn't reapply there. Might have been the offensive ability accuracy reduction. Yep, that's probably what it was. It's the same interactions against glancing. If you chain your special immediately from a combo hit and the basic attack had offensive ability accuracy reduction tied to it, then the abilities that trigger on your special activation have a chance to fail due to that. And I'm assuming that's what failed True Strike there. Greetings, just started path 2 by the looks of it. I didn't see any numbers on the paths, I just took one. So, if this is considered path 2, then yes. Alright, crit me with your best shot. I preferably need guaranteed crits. No evade or auto block. Well, I'm not really looking to use those anyways. Bob and weave, so he has guaranteed crits. And aggressive. Alright, well that's fine. Yo, Finny Henson Henry, great to see you. Heavy for Energize, right? Yeah, as I said, I'm not really an Odin player, so don't expect... Well, there are a lot of champions that I don't know how to use great on offense. So if you see me ever do something wrong, or something along those lines, don't worry about it. Now, at the same time, if you do have some great tips for these champs, then by all means do let me know. If I can use this quest to learn to use champions better, then all the better. I'm not gonna complain about that. Alright, now guaranteed crits would be ideal here. So Shang-Chi might work, but I would have some trouble resetting his Wushu strikes due to Taskmaster's debuff immunity. So I think Emma Frost might just be a good throw-in at this point. Doesn't have guaranteed crits, but she crits a lot, so it's fine. Shang Bullseye Hit Monkey. Yep, I kind of figured that that is what people would be using. Since I don't have guaranteed crits, this isn't gonna be the fastest fight. But I'm not necessarily looking to be fast, just looking to do it. Use champs I don't really play all that much, and then just enjoy the content. It's not every day you get new, like, permanent content. Also, Emma Frost is good because she gets increased crit rating for every prowess. So the specials she throws, they aren't guaranteed crits, but they will crit a lot of the time. Basic attacks as well. The hard part is getting the first few prowesses. But the more you get, the more you start getting them. Now one thing I noticed is that Taskmaster's ability accuracy reduction can affect your prowesses. Which is not ideal, but again, shouldn't be a problem. Any more? Ah yeah, you can probably abuse the miss mechanic against guaranteed crits, but the fight itself would be quite slow, because the only damage you can do is critical hits. If I had a high ranked hit monkey, I would have probably used him here. But since I don't, I think he's at a 6-star rank 3, which would definitely work, but I don't think I need Emma Frost or anything else. though her immunities could come in handy later, so we'll see. Nice light intercept. But yeah, I'm failing to get prowess on some of my crits due to the ability accurate reduction he has, which definitely is hurting me a little bit here, but okay, that's unfortunate. Lag? Yeah, OBS just had a hiccup. Am I back now? My connections all seem fine. It did say reconnected. Back now? Alright. Yeah, I don't know why that happened. My connections all seem fine. OBS just had a screw up for some reason. But yeah, as I was saying, if I die I have to use revives, I don't care. I have revives expiring every week, so having some content to use them on, I don't really mind it. I'm still not trying to die on any of these fights, of course, but if I do, it's not a big deal. Now that I think about it, this fight might have been faster if I just didn't use my special 2s at all, which consumes my prowess. If I just kept the prowess and did this with basics, he might have already been dead, but it's fine. Nice. I think one more specialty might do it. If it crits, I mean. %, well. There we go. And JJ with the membership for 13 months. That's quite a long time. That is very much appreciated though. Also, yeah, I forgot to send in the other chat that I was planning on going live a little bit earlier after all. I wasn't having any tech issues or anything, so I just pressed the button a little bit earlier than I was supposed to. Alright, now for this fight, do not go gentle. That's honestly annoying. So intercepting, that's fine. Heavy attack spam as well. Event flow heavy. So yeah, someone with heavy attacks, no energy damage. Got it. Chat bones. Yeah, that sounds actually like a very good option. But do I want to do that? G-off would be great here. The debuff shrug on the event flow node is annoying, but that would work. Falcon would be a very slow and painful fight. I could do Ironheart with the Ruptures instead. Do I need Crossbones for anything else? Would I need him? I doubt it. Also, the single hit heavy attack is nice to have for this. I'll go with crossbones. It doesn't have any DOT, which is unfortunate, but the defense ability reduction can shut down the ebb and flow heavy node completely, which would mean I don't need to deal with the protection going forward. I'm gonna try to do that in just a second. Unsure if that shut it down there or not. The fury or the precision icon might stack with crossbones own from the relic. Also, this has the incinerate on. I forgot about that. Okay, the node is gone. That's good. Very scuffed spacing, but it worked out. Come on, use the special one. Very calculated whiff there, definitely meant to do that. Alright, with all this defense ability reduction, I should be able to shut down the immortality here, except that it's broken and apparently doesn't work. Oh, I think I had the ricochet charges still. Never mind, that's on me. Yeah, actually I'm surprised I didn't die because of that then. Completely forgot to remove those first. Chad Bones will possibly be my next rank 3. He is a very strong champion. Andrew the Rough should have some crazy gameplay with him, since he now has a rank 3 one. Alright, so the CGR, more defense ability accuracy, so Tigra wouldn't work. Unblockable with 3 debuffs, so villains would basically suffer from permanent 1. Heal, block and armor break, no specials. Energize, so basically bait special 1 over and over. If I use a villain, he will be permanent blockable. Rise to power is fine, I'm not planning on blocking anyways. Got it. This one sounds simple enough. Alright, so no villains. Permanent blockable. Could use a debuff shrugger, but that's not really necessary. Just special 1 spam over and over. Neutralize doesn't work to shut down the... Well, it would against the special 1 buffs and special 2 buffs. Not the armor up though. Not that it's really a problem. Well, since he has extra power gain, I guess White Tiger is a option that should work. Not necessarily the best option by any means, but it'll do. Yeah. Power training ability is 90% less effective. I'm not sure if that counts towards power steal. If it does, then this might not have been the greatest idea, but White Tiger hits hard. That's all we need here. can't tell if that's affected. It might be. No, it's not. Okay. I'm mainly spamming the special one because it gives more furies and CTR is immune to bleed. Not a special to not all that useful here. Let's see. Damage is alright, but yeah, just keeping the furies up is more beneficial for me. And there we go. Another nothing fight. Alright, then we have an old man Logan. Lazarus is an annoying node, but not really a problem. Arrogance. Okay, so a miss counter would be nice. Return policy, so no nullifies. Can't shut down healing in any way. Heal block would still work, but I mean Lazarus itself is mostly gonna be dealt with by the time he's gonna die anyways. So only a miss counter, either a shrug off or just a pure miss counter, and that should be a simple fight. Use Prowler. Unfortunately, I don't have one of those. Not ranked up anyways. Let's see what I do have. Basically just a miss counter. Onslaught would work. I don't really want to throw him away at this point. I don't know if I need him later. Adam Warlock, no. Vox counters miss, but again I kinda wanna save him for one of the Kangs if possible. Silver Surfer would be alright. Can I go back to check here? What happens if I do this now? Because I wanna check if I can use Iron Heart here. I forgot all of the nodes. Miss counter was the one. Nothing. I'm pretty sure Iron Heart should work. I'm not gonna screw myself up. We're going for it. Just backs out? Alright, good to know. Okay, so Lazarus, that's fine. Arrogance, so I need 5 debuffs to shut that down. Return policy, not gonna do anything. Bubble shield, not gonna exist at all. Let's see. So I need 5 debuffs, and then I shut down the miss completely. I'm not gonna talk about that one. It's a skill issue, nothing more. Gotta remember bubble shield as well. I think one more special one. Not using the Dex here because, well, Old Man Logan's animations kinda suck in that Dex in them is not easy. Let's see. And no crits on the special too, that's unfortunate. Okay, next hit is gonna be unblockable. There we go. Let's see, any crits? And no crits, okay. Now I'm just gonna keep the debuffs and melt him down so the spell shuts down the healing, and down he goes. Ironheart is kinda underrated. Yeah, she is pretty good. She has great animations. I winged it too thin, it's more fun, best of luck. Nice, what did you get for the 7 stars? Alright, so steady build of Fury. So more ability accuracy can't shut down defensive abilities properly. 3 debuffs is a Fury effect. Bar of Power is a Power Sting debuff. Alright, so... Can I not just use Bullseye for this? He should shut down... Or well, he doesn't take any damage from Power Stings. He should shut down the evade, doesn't he? Can't remember. Easy Zemo fight? Well, now that you mention it, it has the shifting immunity. I can shut down the evade, I believe. I used Venom. That also works, but I kinda wanna save him for one of the Kangs as well. You can use Bullseye? Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm gonna try out Bullseye for this one. I haven't really tried him as a counter to Power Stings yet. Been a bit curious about that, so I'm gonna give it a go here. So basically, with his stick ability being stick 200, I should be taking no damage at all from Power Stings. Well, I would be taking 0.55% damage from them, which is nothing. I can heal that back with willpower anyways. Special one counter evade, nice, that's good. So yeah, my damage is gonna suck here quite a bit, but that's fine. Yeah, now I counter evade. Well, I can play around the evade anyways, so that's fine. So yeah, as long as you just dump your power, Spider-Ham is not gonna be gaining any of his nonsense charges, and without those charges, well, he's not gonna do any of his annoying stuff like evade randomly, inflict power stings when you hit him while stunned, or any of that. It makes it so basically any champ can take it. Also, I'm not comfortable with Bullseye's perfect release timer, so the first two I did with the slowdown time to figure it out, and now I'm just gonna attempt to nail it without using the slowdown time. See if I can't get it down in this fight. Okay, that's 2 for 2. 3. Alright, it doesn't seem too bad. Also, could I use this guy for the Taskmaster as well? Maybe I should have done that. Okay, yeah, the perfect release on this guy, very simple. Intercept for Fury. Is that a node or part of Bullseye's kit? Or do I gotta do that with the special one, perhaps? I don't know how to use this guy on offense at all. I haven't read up on him. But yeah, the reason why I'm using it immediately as I get it is so that Spider-Ham doesn't get any of his nonsense charges. It is the second icon from the right below his health bar. If that stays at 0, he does nothing as a defender. The only way he can gain those charges is if you just sit around at or over a bar of power. So I'm avoiding that by throwing my special immediately as I get it. I can show with the next one what happens if I don't. So I'm not gonna throw it now. You can see his charges start going up. Now he has 2 of them. So I'm just avoiding that by throwing my special immediately. There we go. That is a very simple fight. Is there gonna be any other quests for the Crucible? Does anyone know? Well, now that they have the tech to do this, I'm assuming we will see more of it, but I don't know. I don't know when that's gonna happen or if that's gonna happen, but I would assume it will happen. Alright, Mixmaster, that's fine. So preferably an evade counter. Aggression Fury. Don't damaging debuffs is okay. So parries or anything is gonna be unblockable. Heavy assault, so heavy attacks will just completely nuke him down. So heavy reliant, but preferably counters. Well, I can also slow play it with anyone that nukes them with heavies. Venom, yeah, that came to mind as the first option for me as well. But let's see, do I have something other than Venom? Preferably a permanent evade counter. He's metal, so I could use Magneto here. Shang-Chi with the slow is an option, but the unblockable is still there. Falcon could do it, but that sounds boring. Mole Man, I don't have one at a high rank, but that is also a great idea. Could do Iceman, but I kinda wanna save his immunities. I can't remember if those are needed. Kate Bishop is too strong to waste on something like this. What in the 7-star Deadpool? Oh, that's supposed to be a secret. Don't look at that. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Oh, hold on. Aggression Fury. Then 2 hits is gonna be an evade. So if I do this, I can do a light into block, he evades, then medium light medium for a cold snap, and then I shut down the fight. I can basically just do heavy spam. Well, not heavy spam, I can do the mediums whenever the cold snap is about to run out, and that should do the fight. Yeah, might as well. Mags works also, yeah, with the heavy assault especially. You're just gonna be nuking him down with those. But now, I don't really want to parry him at the start. Well, Elsa wouldn't be able to anyways, but you know what I mean. So evade. Medium, light, medium. Now he can evade. Let's see. Are these worth it? Kinda, but not really. Let's see if they crit. 41k. Alright, well, every now and then I can do that. Gotta say, the duration on the code snaps, I wish it was a little bit longer than that. It makes it a bit sketchy trying to throw them. Gonna evade that. Nice. Okay, that was a risky special. I'm not sure why I went for it, but it worked out. Okay, started the light there, so this should be safe. Very unfortunate weaves there, that could have been bad. Oh, well, now I remember what I usually do against this node. The heavy hitter one. Okay, that sucks. I usually go for a special 3 on these ones and time it with my heavy attack to get the full boost for the special 3. But that'll do. Not the safest fight by any means, but it works. Our stealth Spidey. No hit mercy, so knockdown he's gonna crit through blocks. Knockdown he's gonna get evade. Foresight and tenacity. Is it just me, or does this node need no counter at all? I mean, sure, having a counter would do the evade would be nice, but it's definitely not needed. Now then, gonna shrug off everything. I could use Apocalypse for this one, but that sounds boring. Probably way too slow as well. Counter evade, well, Slow is an option if I can get it to stick, which I probably won't. Nick Fury would shut down the evade. Can abuse Zemo too well here since no debuffs. 6-star Venom. What rank is my 6-star Venom? He's rank 2. I mean, it works, but should I? That sounds like a few revives just down the drain for that. But I mean, it's an option. Why am I blanking on my evade counters? I know I have plenty of them. Could go Kitty as well, but that's pretty slow. I got something in my eye now, hold on. Technical difficulties. Oh wait, hold on. I'm overthinking this. Since he has tenacity, I can just use Bishop for this. Or Storm. I think I'll go... Well, I guess I'll save Bishop for now. I'll go Storm X. Serpent, yes, special one, the true focus would bypass evade, that is correct. But they should do as well. Not the fastest fight, but it works. Or should work. Okay, having a very short light attack is not something I really expected or remembered that Stormex has. How long is the slow on this? Or the code snap, I guess. It's not long enough. It's nice to have, but that's not gonna be something I can cycle properly. Also interesting, I get the Fury even if my hit doesn't land for the intercept. Unfortunate. Figures. Trying to go for a light intercept, that's fine. As far as revives go, yeah, as I said it before, I have plenty expiring at the moment as well. But as far as fights go, this one seems very simple. You don't need a counter, you just need to not suck at the game and actually be able to land your intercepts. And even then, that's not something you have to do, I'm just trying to do it to make the fight faster. He's not giving me any chances to land those intercepts. There we go, get some crits. go, should be dead. Alright. So, one revive down the drain due to me being stupid, which is, well, not all too surprising. Next up, Doctor Strange, first node. Doesn't matter. Okay, maybe it matters a little bit. Prey on the weak as well. This is kind of looking like a fight for a juggernaut. Yeah, Chavez would be able to cheese the power gain here. But what about the armor ups and the ironclad damage back? And also, what is in my eye and why is it not coming out? Hmm. Okay, so armor break is something I can do here. So there's gonna be reversed controls that I gotta deal with. Damage back from armor up, so armor break, nullify, neutralize, any of that. It's just gonna be eating Juggernaut's buffs, which he needs for the nullify. Might not work all that well after all. Man Thing would feed the power gain too much. Hmm. Armor breaks, armor breaks, armor breaks. You know, it doesn't look like I have many armor breakers ranked up, so I might just go with Chavez and cheese it with the heavies, because that does sound like a great idea. Could technically use Gladiator here as well, but again, he's probably just gonna get his buffs nullified by Doctor Strange, so maybe not the best idea. I know Gambit, Omega Red as well would be able to just ignore the damage from the Ironclad node. Namor would be able to reflect it, but I don't have a Isaac one ranked up. Sigil Witch might also be one. Or OG Thor, I guess. I'm liking the idea of Sigil Witch for this. I do need to deal with the reverse controls. There is the extra power gain from nullifying buffs. Do I have anything else? I mean, how about the duck? I could spam heavies. Sim Supreme would be able to control basically everything in the fight. Any suggestions? Currently leading towards Sigil Witch, Sim Supreme, or America Chavez. Or OG Thor, I guess. Personally, I kinda wanna try out Sigil Witch. Simply because that sounds like a hard fight, but doable. For Wiccan, does his heavy attack actually nullify the armor buff? I can't remember which buffs he nullifies. Is that one of them? I do think that might be one of them. Just wait out armor. But hey, hold on. Oh, it's... I misread the node, that's on me. When he finishes a special. Got it. Alright, yeah, then it's a whole lot easier than I thought. So finish a special, America Chavez. Yeah, that definitely works out no matter what rank she is. Neutralizes would shut him down completely. Stagger also, so Juggernaut. Woodwork, Mojo, Woodwork. And on that note, I'm doing this. I just... I misread the very first node. Now Mojo doesn't really shut down anything in this fight except the buff duration, but that's all I essentially need. Now I know it's permanent, that's fine. I suck at dexing, I guess. That's also fine. That's fine. That's less fine. I have made a mistake. I had an idea in my mind, it didn't work out. Okay, this is gonna suck now. But that's alright. That's kinda what I expected going in. Alright, so every special I gotta be ready with my special one. That's my mistake that I made here. That's fine. Do I have expiring potions? I have some. Now I know using Mojo to begin with was a very dumb idea here. But we are not doing this trying to be smart. We're doing this trying to do it differently. I hate the timing on that. Nullified the wrong one. Horrible timing on that. Okay, my ability to fight reversed controls is horrible at the moment. I'm dead from this special too, or close to it. Okay, that's fine. Right, one thing I gotta check here. I can't see it on this screen. Then I don't care. Those are too small. Two of these. Memphis though, hello, great to see you. You popped in just in time to see me make horrible choices. Again, the reverse controls. I'm doing the swipe, but I'm doing both swipes at the same time, so it doesn't work. Come on, be quick with it. Okay. That's a little better on the timing as well. I gotta switch this one. Okay, at this point I can't escape the armor ups. Wrong way again, that's fine. Does he reflect the striker damage? Okay, he does. Alright, that was a whole lot better. How does Special 1 Nullify work? It basically nullifies a single buff of the opponent, and due to how this game works, it nullifies the most recent buff. So if he gets the armor buff and then gains one of his personal buffs, he nullifies the personal buff instead, which is a problem. Then also this counts for the hater buffs that Mojo himself inflicts on the opponent. So once I get to 5 million followers here, and I start inflicting those buffs myself, that also means that I won't be able to nullify any more of the armor buffs from the node, because the hater buffs are triggered on my special activation. So that's not gonna work. It's gonna just target the hater buff and not the armor buff that I would need it to target. I can't dex reverse controls right now for no reason. Okay, well this attempt has already gone to... I'm not gonna finish that sentence, you know what I was gonna say. Okay, never mind, I got the armor buff up there, that's nice. As you can see, I'm a little bit rusty. Well, maybe not even just a little bit. Quickly. And I'm not gonna get the stagger on that. Did the same thing again 1,000th time. Alright, that's fine. One good attempt and I will get it done. Now if at some point I start running dangerously close to needing to use revives that are not in the stash, then I'll probably start using the ideal options. But for now, we'll just see what happens. Why did I take revive there on my special one? He didn't have the armor buff. That's weird. Okay, then again, I get the call out, but nothing's happening. Maybe it's because he had it on my special activation, but then because my special nullifies it, the effect is technically still there, but it's just not doing anything. That's my best guess. And now, from this point on, my nullifies on the special one will not work. Except that they did. Do I have to have the Fury buff on, or do I have to have more than 5 million followers? I'm actually not sure. Anyways, the fight is done, he's dead. Will you get better reveal? Yes, I will. Whether or not it's today, I don't know. If there are any boosters, I might get it today, but I'm not in any rush to do that. Alright, Event Flow knockdown, simple enough. Stun immunity after specials, that's fine. So... Fates of Power, I think that is for the... well, no. It doesn't specify, so it should be on the defender. So any champion immune to nullify and stagger would be fine here. Probably gonna use my 6-star thing for this one. Nullify and stagger. Well, actually, is there any reason why I wouldn't be able to use Red Guardian? He's buff immune, so the stagger shouldn't be able to do any damage. And hold on. Nothing else I gotta worry about, right? Event Flow knockdown. Yeah, it's a bit annoying. Maybe something to control his power a little bit isn't a bad idea. Let's see, I could nuke it with Spider Ham too. It would be fun, but I'll save him for now. Thing is like the obvious answer. He's gonna be slow, but he is gonna get it done. Red Guardian. Screw it. No way to control the power gain, but that's fine. If he gets to special 3, he gets to special 3. Use your favorite champ Tigra. I will probably do that at some point. I don't know when exactly just yet. Alright, so since I still have those daggers on me, they are gonna ramp him up a little bit. Also, I am dead because of that. Yeah, that's fine, that's my mistake. As I was saying, these daggers, since I'm not immune to them, they will still not deal damage, they will still ramp him up once they expire, and that means his bleed potency is gonna go up, he's gonna get the power again when he switches modes, and all of that junk. And that is also why I died there. I was talking, so I wasn't focusing, got hit in the bleed phase, and he was ramped up from the staggers expiring. And yeah, the staggers, or rather the bleeds, once ramped up, they do hurt quite a bit. There we go. Katie also used Red Guardian. Yeah, that seems like a fairly obvious choice for the fight. And also, if you went stupid, it would be an easy solo. But since, well, here I am making these dumb decisions, it's gonna cost me a little bit. Alright, there's gonna be Spite, so buff immune here would be great as well. Might bring out Titania for this one. More defensibility, accuracy, 3 debuffs, is gonna be unblockable. Gonna get staggers every so often. Specials unblockable, that's fine. Prey on the weak. Is there any other mystics in there? There's some Mangog. Purgatory Mojo. Maybe I don't want to use a buff immune here. I'll probably save Titania then. Probably should have saved my Red Guardian as well. Let's see, what else do I have? Something to counter Spite. The rest there, they don't matter at all. To counter Spite. Is there any reason I wouldn't be able to use Silk? Gonna get staggers, but since I don't gain any buffs, that's fine. Prey on the wing. Yeah, I'm gonna use my 6-star Silk for this one. And no buffs, and no staggers. Or, well, I'm gonna be getting staggers and healing from them, which is great. No, not gonna be any Spite to worry about. Unblockable specials, well, her specials are easy to dex, and if I don't dex them, I'll evade them. Yeah, simple enough. Where is the Spidey 99 love at? Spidey 99 love at for your account? Great question. I don't have the 7-star, and we always had another Spidey player in the BG before, so I never had the reason to rank him up. Now, I'm not gonna go for the special petty rotation here for one simple reason. I have the wrong relic for that. The Spidey 2099 relic will not work for the rotation. The recovery from the striker is too long to do the light pause trick in the middle of the striker opening, so I will not be able to get enough power to land the full combo in the special 2. I will only get a special 1 off, which is still good, but it's not great. It's not as good. So this fight is essentially just gonna be a lot of special baiting. So if you look closely there, well, I guess I'm going for it, I didn't mean to, but, well, Should stop talking. That might make this easier for myself. Not the greatest rotation, but it'll do. So if you look closely when I throw the striker, the Spidey 2099 is out for a lot longer than the Hulk Relic is. You can see it wastes a lot of time on the striker stun. And because of the wasted time, you just can't do the light pause during the striker opening, and you're gonna be short a single hit from your special 2. There's no way around it. If you use power gain synergies, for example, or the science power back boosts, then you'll be fine. Then you can do it. But otherwise, the Hulk Relic is the way to go. And Jason, great to see you. Have you done this already? And if you have, what did you get? Hmm. Okay. A power drain immune here would be ideal. Could use Venom, but I still want to save him for a Kang. What else do I have? Alright, I'm doing this. Venom cooks Kang. Real quick, which Kang? I can't remember which one. Yes, I did yesterday at work. Video uploading on my thoughts and rewards. That's nice. Okay, so this matchup is one of my favorites. It's so satisfying if you can pull it off. There we go, full ramp up, special 2, a big chunk of damage. Now I think I have too many buffs now to take advantage of it a second time, which is annoying, but we'll see. Too much power, that's fine. Yeah, I have too many unique buffs now to do it again, which is unfortunate, but it's alright. Oh, it was the degen variant for that, I forgot. It's fine. Wasn't enough to kill me, and I also did not mean to use the striker there. Horrible timing on my part. Use the special to give me the armor breaks, and now I get a full ramp up. That's nice. Definitely not my, well, best fight, but got the job done. Alright, so I need prowesses. Minimum of 10. I can't use slow debuffs because she's gonna shrug them off. Precision and Fury. Tenacity, well, yeah, there goes those debuffs anyways. Evade on knockdown, that's unfortunate. That sounded like a kitty fight. Bishop would work, yes, as well. Do I want to sit there for that long? Talking about kitty now, I mean. Uh, hmm. I mean, this just screams bishop. Yeah, gotta be bishop. Kitty takes way too long, I'm not running recoils. Toad, that would work as well, but his ramp up for the prowesses takes a little bit too long here. I guess you can slow play just fine, and the poisons, since they get shrugged off by tenacity, would actually make this fight pretty quick as well. So yeah, many mutants definitely can do this, and I could have used some... Actually, I probably could have gone with Gamora here, that would have been fun. Theory and precisions I would be able to make into prowesses, and then I can smack him, or smack her with some big specialties. I want you to use this special 1 I mean. I keep misclicking that for some reason. A couple special 2s and this will be done. Might be about time I actually rank up my bishop. That would make it a lot faster, but it's not really needed for this specific fight. And no crits, great. There's no reason for me parrying these special ones, I'm just doing it to practice, so I nail it when I need it. That's the hope anyways, not doing a very good job with it. Still no crits, come on. I should have the stat focus as well. At least I think I do. Now that I think about it more, I actually might not have crit rate for the stat focus. Since the last time I actually used Bishop for anything was for the Realm of Legends speedruns, I think. Got a single crit. Oh, and they incinerate sticks, that's good. That's some misclick again. Okay, I need to do something about that. If that's gonna start happening in war or something, I'm gonna be in trouble. Come on. No crits, okay. And this special one should be enough. There we go. Alright, then cable. Okay, yeah, refund on power. Vigorous assault. Okay, I need something to deal with his buffs. Yeah, it's just gonna be unblockable until he hits 25%, because then he can't trigger any more regen. Supercharge, he's gonna gain a ton of power. Surge Protector means he's not gonna consume much power. Hmm, interesting. Let's see what I got. Most people use Doom. Yeah, that makes sense. However, is that something I wanna do? Hmm. Let's start from the top. So tech champions. Lady D would shut down the unblockable and the healing completely, but the power gain is still an issue. Fam probably wouldn't be able to deal as well with that much power gain. For Mystics, Chavez would need him to get to a bar of power before you can start draining his power, so that might not work too well. Definitely possible. Kushala could block the unblockable specials, I believe. Tigra can duck the specials, but won't shut down the buffs in any way. Werewolf by Night would be able to nullify the regen with his special ones, but that's not going to be too helpful with the power gain. You know, Tigra would work great here if I had synergies. If I could bring in the Jabari Panther one, the fight would be very simple. But I can't. Sin Supreme would be great, but you can't bleed Cable, otherwise you're just gonna die. And yeah, Doom definitely sounds like a strong option. Are there any other ones I can use relatively safely? Can't really think of anyone at the moment. I could technically use Silk here and just nuke it, but that's not a safe fight by any means. Ah, hold on. Give me just a second. Okay, no, that's just with unblockable buffs. Passives will not count. Ooh, Crap, I could have used Mojo for this one. Man, why did I have to use him for Doctor Strange? That fight sucked. Okay, I'm gonna check real quick. Could technically use Longshot for this one. But the nullify on him isn't really guaranteed. Are there any mean cosmics around? Kangaroo, not worried about that. Anilus, not gonna work too well for that. There are not. I think I'm gonna try out Longshot. Should I? It's either Longshot or Kindred at this point. Screw it, let's see what happens. I respect the fact that you're actively making this harder for a better challenge. Yeah, I mean, I will probably regret it at some point, but for now it's worked out alright so far, so we shall see how it goes. I need bad karma on the opponent ASAP to steal more power gain. A special 2 Fate Seal should be able to prevent any of the buffs and take advantage of them as well. Now for a quick special to here, just to lock him down again. Okay, this is going surprisingly well so far. Okay, lock him down again. Bait the special. After, I believe, 25%, he's not gonna be able to get any more regen buffs. So that shouldn't be an issue at that point. That's a problem. Did not want to get to a special 3 here. Okay, that could have been bad. Alright, so Longshot, definitely a decent option. Now for this Kang. From what I remember, I need to juggle my own power here. I'm gonna bring a Cosmic no matter what, so that I have, well, I have the class advantage at that point. Now the issue here is that if I bring Venom, he's immune to power drain, which means I can't control my own power gain properly in one of the phases. Since you're meant to block his specials to power drain and then dex them to gain power. Is there any reason why Serpent wouldn't be able to do this one? Probably not. Vox kind of runs into the same issue as Venom. I'm gonna do this with Angela, because why not? Is there any... one thing I need to check before I go in. What was the final phase on this guy? Alright, so I need a special 3 that kills the defender. I'm not sure if Angela has that. Screw it, I'm using Angela. I don't care. I know Venom can melt it pretty quickly. That's not the goal today. Now, I don't remember exactly what I meant to do with each of the phases. I'm just gonna wing it. That is kind of the point of this whole thing. So if I remember, if I use the special that he's telling me to use... Okay, good. Now I gotta stall. Nice. Okay, that was phase 1 already. Interesting. Was there a pause mechanic on the heavy? Yes. Okay. Wrong thing. There we go. Okay, and now wait. Should have gone for a special 3 there. Okay, still got the phase, okay. I can't remember if I can heavy spam this guy or not. I'm not gonna try. Mistime that one, okay, that's gonna be one fail, I think. That's fine. Okay, I'm not sure if I can get the special 3 in time. Definitely gonna try. Mistimed it. Okay, I'm still alive, which is nice. this the final one? No. This one might be. Yep. Definitely gonna get the final phase here. Okay, the addition of strikers made this boss a whole lot easier than it used to be. Alright, soloed it. Barely remembered how this guy works, but it went alright. Now then. Pig, Hulk or Titania to rank 3. I have a Spider Ham at rank 3. He's definitely worth it. Would recommend. Okay, I need prowess and specials, fury and precision. I could use Gamora for this one then. Oh, wait. Is this... what? So I need specials to do damage. But that means knocking him down, so it's gonna auto block. That's the only thing I gotta worry about. But the prowess says I can just use anyone here who gains buffs. That's odd. But alright, so someone to deal with auto block. I mean, Angela would do this one as well. Might be about time I gotta restart my game. It's feeling a little bit choppy at the very least. Permanently shuts down auto block. You know what? This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use Gore for it. The reason being his Awaken ability gives him an Undermine buff. Well, whenever he gains his Shadow Magic buffs. So that means it's basically permanently up. So that's the auto block dealt with. Then, if I just ramp up his debuffs, I can go for a special 3. That combined with the prowess from the node, I should be able to nuke this guy down in 1 to 2 special 3s. If I do the rotation properly. That's the plan on paper at least. We shall see how it actually goes. So one thing I gotta check here, does the Fury from well-timed blocks stack? If it does, it makes things a whole lot easier for me. Okay, it does. Alright, let's see. Does this do anything? quick power gain to another special 3, and there we go. I like using Gore, he's very fun. Okay, the first special 3 dealt over 500,000 damage. Considering how quick the ramp up was, that's not bad. Alright, on to the next one. One-armed bandit. Give me a few seconds, I'm gonna read this through. Hopefully actually reading it properly this time. So knockdown activates a buff. Essentially, if I spam knockdowns, it's gonna stack these buffs up. It's gonna take a ton of damage. That's nice. Return policy, so I can't nullify. No armor breaks. I'm guessing that's for Medusa. I can't shut down evade with slow. This Ultron is immune to that anyways. I'm thinking about America Chavez for this one. Could do that, or Kate Bishop. Kate Bishop is again one of those champions I kinda wanna save in case I need them for something else. So I'm not really allowed to nullify. If I can deal with the power gains, I can just kinda cheese it with like Void or something. I think this might be where I take Chavez. I could also just take him down without knocking him down at all. That is also an option. How long were the buffs? 30 seconds. Did you use Vox for this, or are you just giving a suggestion for it? I need knockdowns, regardless, to do any damage. Otherwise the fight is gonna take way too long. I can manage his buffs with the timer for the knockdowns, so that shouldn't be a problem. Evade is the main issue, but it's on a timer, so it's fine. You know, the node itself doesn't seem too bad. I can probably use basically anyone for it. Subfin, this was a fun time. Yeah, so far I am enjoying it as well. I am making the whole thing a lot harder on myself than it needs to be, but that's alright. Don't really mind it. And before I take Killmonger in, I gotta double check there's nothing to mess him up. Nope, doesn't seem to be. Alright, I'm using Killmonger for this. It's Alberto, by the way. Yeah, I saw the profile pic, which did seem familiar, so that makes sense. Fake Beardo. When did you do the name change, by the way? Also, the reason why I'm using Killmonger here is the true strike on my special, or when punishing specials. So it shuts down the evade. All that's left is to just spam specials for knockdowns, and that's about it. I mistimed this one, that's bad. Okay, the power gain actually isn't bad, never mind. I'm guessing he needs to have 3 of the same type of buffs, which complicates things a little bit, but I think I should be able to manage that. Let's see, is he gonna take damage from this? He is. Okay, the damage isn't as good as I thought it would be, but this'll do. My damage sucks because Ultron is bleed immune, and Killmonger doesn't really hit that hard to begin with. But it shuts down the only real defensive threat in the fight, which is the evade. This is a 6-star, or I mean 7-star rank 3, so yeah, the damage, all things considered, is pretty sad, but we are in no rush, or I am not in any rush, I guess. Activate reverbs for some extra damage, that is a good idea. Kind of forgot about that. Okay, it is a little bit better now, but still not great on the damage department. Mistimed this, I was gonna get the power gain, that's fine. Okay, him getting the armor up here doesn't matter because I have the true strike, otherwise I would be avoiding that one as well. Of course I can't have a single clean fight today. Luckily Killmonger is a tank. Alright. Come on, please crit and be enough. Thank you. Slow fight, but very easy. Then Guillotine 2099, I need shocks. It's from a debuff. That's annoying. You know, I wanna do something here which might be risky. But Penny, on paper this works. I'm gonna use Penny. So, Penny Parker's Sync Shield has a power lock tied to it. So every time I land a parry, I should do the power lock, which then inflicts a shock. Good, it works. I said it was risky because I wasn't sure if it would interact with the node the way I think it would. But it does, so we're good. Gonna try to rush to a quick special 2 now. I might not have the time. It's annoying to manage everything against some of these matchups, but we did it. There she goes. Beautiful. Hey Lizer, great to see you. What a way to overcomplicate things, Finn. What do you mean overcomplicate? It worked out perfectly. Whenever I log in with Kabam ID, it takes me to a new account. What to do? I would contact Kabam support. It might be agonizing trying to work with them, but that's basically the only thing you can do. Alright, what does this do? So, charge up, I hit block, I get shocked. Overcharge is gonna be fully unblockable. Oversight, so foresight, I get intercept for furies. Rust and ruin. This just screams onslaught, so I'm gonna use my 6-star one for this. Could also use Havoc. Yeah, I'm gonna do that instead. Hello to you as well. Marvel Doom, I have the same problem. The support won't help you unless you remember everything that you have done in your life since 2016. That is basically how it goes, yes. But, I mean, what's the alternative? 6-star one has a relic, so I'm gonna go with that. This is only a 6-star rank 4, so we'll see if his energy resistance is enough to offset the damage regardless, but either way it should be able to melt. Crossbones here with all the plasmas. I'm gonna want you to stand back and block for a bit. One thing that I did not consider is that the furies he gets from purifying all the plasma then increases the shock damage, so that might be a problem. Let's see. Okay, if I only get one, it's fine. One at a time, and we'll be fine. That is 2. refinement. This is fine. A little bit scary with a 6-star rank 4. Not really a problem. Alright, do it again. Dash away, hit block. I'm sure Onslaught would have been done by now, a few times over. But if you're here to watch some ideal matchups, then you're in the wrong place. Well, I would consider this ideal as well, but it's not the most ideal thing you can do. I'm gonna go for 2 shocks here. I have the health. Let's go for a 3rd as well. There we go. Simple enough. Hey yo, can we get more likes in here? I mean, that's not necessary. If you wanna hit the buttons, but if you don't, you don't. Also, I just remembered, if I went for intercepts, the damage would have been higher. I think plasma scales with furies. If it doesn't, someone let me know, but from what I remember, it does. Okay, I don't remember ever seeing this node name before. Give me a second to read it. Specials gives a huge fury buff. Or passive fury, I mean. So I need a ton of debuffs. Ton of debuffs, bait specials, fury expires, and he gets nuked. Got it, that's a Lady D fight. What about Nimgard? Definitely would work. I mean, looking at the nodes, anyone, absolutely anyone will work here. But you just can't eat his specials, that's about it. The Fury is also so big that you can't exactly block too many hits or get hit after his specials. But, I mean, as long as you don't do that, you'll be fine. Okay, let's see. If you would. The Fury, does it stack? No. Okay, I see. So a ton of debuffs, beta special, the Fury expires very quickly, and then he's supposed to take damage from it. I didn't see a burst there, I could be wrong though. But regardless, it's gonna be a fairly quick fight. Easy way to bait this guy's special 1 and special 2 is to just dash away from him and leave yourself without your block, without blocking. So leave yourself open for like a second and then he very likely is just gonna throw it. I don't know what is wrong with me today, I can't speak English for some reason, but at this point that shouldn't be anything new. Now, I can't really make out the damage number on the Fury expiring. I do believe it is there. I just don't know how potent it actually is. Same with Killmonger Special 2. Yep. Miles Morales Special 2 and Photon Special 2 are also great examples of specials that work like that. Venom Special 2 is also one. There. He dashes away from me, I just stand there open for a bit, and then he goes for Special 1. If you're not prepared for it and try to dash in, he's just gonna intercept you with it. So don't do that. The only fights I can think of an option is CGR and Purgatory. For CGR, I already took that fight, and you can use anyone for it really. Just bait the Special 1 over and over, and then he's gonna die eventually. I used a 7-star rank 1 White Tiger for it, and it was very simple. Unless there's another CGR here that I don't know about. Alright, combo party. Encroaching stun, flux dispersal, energize, and heavy assault. Encroaching stun, definitely the biggest issue. Need to have specials ready, always. Gonna be a ton of specials, that's good for baiting special 2s. Flux dispersal is an issue, but if I'm gonna be spamming heavies anyways. Alright, let's see. Fury here. That does sound like a great option. However, as we already have noticed, we don't do that here. But before I lock that in, I gotta double check that it works. Yeah, I can't really take advantage of the heavy assault node with this, but that's fine. Do you use a translator? It seems like your voice is robotic, and not a problem, just curious if you are a robot. No, I do not use a translator. Alright, so the idea here for this fight is that Valkyrie at Maxig is stun immune with just a single bulwark buff. So all I gotta do is just get that single buff before he gets the encroaching stun trigger, and then I should be fine. I'm gonna go for a special 1 for that, just because I'm running out of time a little bit. Now, my damage is gonna suck here for a bit. I'm trying to ramp up real quick before my special 2, then I go for a heavy and a full rotation. See how it goes. Not going too well now, mainly because I can't use the same AI tricks I used to, and that's really messing with me here. Although, also the increased heavy bias from the heavy hitter node is not making this any easier. Do this, barely gonna be any damage, but that's fine. Actually, now that I think about it, I could just hit the block. Get flux dispersal down, then just hit block. He's not gonna get any more charges, and that would have been the better way to go about this whole thing. Yeah. That would have been smart. He's about to enter the meltdown now, so I gotta be careful about hitting him. Could you not? Please don't trigger it now. That's very annoying. I had to throw it due to encroaching stun. I don't have a buff now for that. The timer is gonna be close here. I'm gonna have to do something I don't like doing. Okay, I shrugged it, that's good. Now how do I go about setting this up for myself? Guess I'm doing this now. Horrible timing. Yeah, that kinda messed me up there. That's on me. So what I did wrong there was I just... Yeah, I gotta get the bulwark up as a buff and then just only hitting the block. That's the way to go about that one. Let's see, can I charge my phone while I am streaming? Last time I tried it wasn't actually charging my phone for some reason, so give me a second, I have a few cables to work around here with. Okay. Screen is flashing. Phone is charging according to my phone. We'll see how accurate that is in just a second. Now then, I'm not gonna heal up here. I'm gonna try to get the proper buff set up early on. I think that was the first time I've heard you laugh. I guess it doesn't happen all that often now, does it? Okay, do that. This is not how I wanted to do it. Definitely not. Come on. There we go. It was very scuffed, but I got it done. And now, just gotta hit the block if this guy would just let me. Fully immune to stun, no need to worry about encroaching stun, since I'm not hitting him directly, he's not getting any charges. Slowly but surely I will gain power to my special too, I will be at almost full ramp up by then. Got the instant bleeds, and the fight's gonna be, well, fairly simple moving onwards. The heavy spam is still an issue, but can't do much about that. Now I believe when I took this fight in the actual Act 7 quest, I was using Kate Bishop with the Caltrops arrows. And that just completely melts the guy, but I didn't really feel like doing that again, so here we are. Yes, you have a very nice heavy attack. Thank you. light into air for bulwark. The 4 light attacks into the air do not work anymore. And that has been quote-unquote fixed for a long time now, actually. Which is what I was referring to earlier when I said that most of Valkyrie's nice little tricks have been fixed. Which sucks, but it's understandable as well. There we go. That's what I should have done from the beginning. Would have been easy enough. Now let's see, still have 20%. That's not looking good. Okay, that's fine. Fight or flight, I would likely benefit a ton from using slow. Well, unstoppable, I get a fury. Alright, so no slow, instead just play the node. Can't use neutralize to shut it down. Is there no reason why I can't just use Juggernaut for this one? I mean, yeah, using Silk, that would completely shut down the fight. But if I'm constantly unstoppable, I will constantly have a huge fury buff. I can still play around the node. Staggering beauty is gonna be an issue, but I guess that would shut down the fight or flight node anyways on myself. Let's see what I got. I mean, sure there is staggers, but does that interact horribly with MCOC's kit? Okay, gain 1 when nullifying buff. That's fair enough. Though that said, you can still just stagger his unstoppable once he triggers the whatever mode it's called. So that is a great point. That's a great point. Just goes to show how much of a Juggernaut player I really am. Alright, so that's a no-go. Playing the node, I guess if I bring champion that's immune to staggers, I can still get the unstoppables from the node easily. Could just nuke it with Spider Ham as well. But honestly, I'm not really interested in fighting a Mango. I'm gonna go with the easy option for this one. Thing time, that is an option. Okay, 944,000 health. I'm gonna go for the special 3 rotation here. I'm not sure if it has enough damage to take down something quite this big, but I have faith, and I'm gonna try it out. Okay, it definitely will kill this guy. I'm sure of it. That's bad. That's good. Okay. Let's see. 73%, so he's at what? 600k-ish? Let's see. No boosts, no buffs, nothing. That's so much damage on the specialty. Didn't even get to see the burst damage on it. Having Doom at rank 3 while you're in LVT is crazy. I mean, most people have him ranked up, so if someone in your BG doesn't, well, you don't really lose anything. You still have enough Dooms to go around. Okay, 30 seconds, all buffs nullified. Jump with the most buffs gains a fury. Did it have to be unique? No. Okay. Any other troublesome? I'm gonna check this one out real quick. Way too much reading, I don't care. Okay, I kinda wanna use Tigra for this one. Maybe I should just play the node. I mean, no matter what, it's just a King Root. If he gets the Fury, it doesn't matter. Doesn't make a difference at all. Chavez food? Yeah, that's fair enough. Okay, my phone is charging slowly but surely, so we'll keep streaming. My guy, how's the Crucible been? Did the first path and have the other one left. So far it's been a lot of fun. I've been using some less than ideal matchups for plenty of these fights, but it hasn't been too bad. Oh, you know what? I could go Chavez. Or I could go Man-Thing. Is there anything preventing me from using Man-Thing? Have you let any slip out? And not yet, no. Prowess buffs on special 2. Likely to activate special 1, supercharge. Okay, there is nothing preventing me from using Man-Thing. So I kinda wanna do that. But at the same time, that's gonna be a long ass fight. I'll go with this. Less than a minute with Longshot. Yeah, unfortunately I already used my Longshot previously for the cable on this path. Now one thing that should happen when the timer ticks over, well apart from me getting this, is that every buff on him when they get nullified, I should do a burst of damage for that. Yep, thought so. That was a beautiful fight. I could have one-shot it with the burst if I had some more buffs on him, but that'll do. Oh, less than a minute with Longshot? Well, less than a minute with Spiny Supreme as well. Next up. Okay. Purgatory. I heard someone was having trouble with this, so let's see what's the issue. Oh. Wait. Wait. Hey, Mr. K, great to see you here. If you wanna add a champ to your list, the King Root, well, Spidey Supreme completely melts it. I'm gonna save the Sinister one. Go with this. Just a power sting fight. Yeah, that's what I figured. Scorpion should be able to do the same thing, actually. Other than that, DOT like Kate Bishop would work. Okay, there's one burst. Then another one. And she's dead. Fair enough. Hey Financhat, Kaido, great to see you too. Wait, what the F just happened in that King Root fight? Uh, before I go in, I'll explain it real quick. So, Spider Supreme. Let's see, where is it? Pa, pa, pa. I couldn't find. Anyways, whenever the opponent's buffs are nullified, the Spider Seal buffs, especially, they deal a burst of damage, and that burst of damage scales with your levels in Mystic Dispersion, as well as having the Spider Totem active. So a ton of buffs on the defender means, well, whenever the node nullifies all the buffs on them, they take all the bursts of damage at once, which, well, the result is that the King Root just got completely destroyed. Can't remember off the top of my head if it actually works with other buffs or just the Spider Seal buffs, but regardless, the damage is there, and it is huge. Okay, another node that I don't recognize. Give me a second. Absman next. Yeah, it's an Anilus, so that's kind of what I figured. Interesting. 50% duration on unstoppables. Steadfast from combo. That's duration and ability accuracy. That could be an issue. Let's see. Why does no one use Anilus as a PG defender? Mainly because he's extremely easy to fight against. But yeah, I guess I'll go for Absorbing Man here. I was gonna use Tigra. Screw it, I'll do that. Might as well. Absorbing Man is the obvious choice, so I don't wanna do that. Kushala Wipe Scroll, yeah, that's what I figured. Checking the notes real quick. Okay, so he can still trigger Unstoppables through the Neutralize. My spacing might need a little work. Give me a few attempts. Gotta get him cornered first though. That wasn't the ideal way to do the spacing there. This is... Okay. It's been a little while since I've got to use Tigra, so that's me just being a little bit rusty. Unfortunately, she hasn't been great for the war metas for a while, so I don't get to use her as much. BGs as well. This one she's usable, but still the armor breaks and all that. You're just gonna take too much cheap damage in the more important matchups. Messed up the dash in there. Black Cat is amazing for Skrull. Yeah, I can also see that. Okay, degen resistance based on power meter. Less power means more resistance. Okay, and I can throw them back at him. Any other annoying mystics? No, in that case I'm using my 7-star Spider-Man here. Spider-Ham here. He has built-in degen resistance anyways, so I should be able to just completely ignore the damage from that and nuke him down. If I was brave enough, I could use a Cosmic with a ton of buffs to take advantage of the node and just melt the fight, but I don't have the balls for that right now. I've used too many revives of stupid mistakes this path anyways. I'm not trying to go bankrupt here, after all. The oscillate node. Honestly, if you ask me, it shouldn't exist. It's stupidly annoying. I was trying to throw a light attack first there, but that's fair enough. Alright. Got Man-Thing, that's pretty good. I know Nagase really wanted Man-Thing himself. I wouldn't be too mad at that myself. It's not my top option, but I wouldn't be disappointed. Okay, so spam stuns or parries, Dex to trigger them. While the stun is up, 200% damage, otherwise a normal scroll. Yeah. Alright. Who would I want to use here? I'm gonna go Chavez for this one. Just gotta check if there's anything to mess me up there. Okay, immediately remove the stun, so that also works on passives. Chavez's interaction with that might be a little bit interesting. Werewolf is also an option I'm considering. Kushala, yeah, that is the obvious choice, which is why I don't really wanna do that. I'm doing it. It's just a scroll. I'm not too worried about or too keen on fighting any big scrolls at the moment. Oh right, I see. That's a long stun immunity. Why is it that long? Oh yep, the miss. I forgot about that one. I guess it doesn't matter, I can just do this. Usually the way I play around the falter is just hitting him in his special 1 animation. I can try to show it here. Like right here. Hit him, triggers the falter, and then I don't eat the special 1. I dex it and punish it properly. Usually works out alright. Fair enough. Okay, so just ignore the node and melt him. Power shield. Parry armor breaks. Redoubled. It's kinda annoying. Okay, so power shield. That means a special nuke. Do I need Kate for anything? What do you do? Energy adoption fire. I don't think that's a Kate fight. And BO, so definitely not. I'm gonna use... Well, I mean... Do I want to go for the easy options? I don't think so. Yeah, hitting his block also works. That is a good point. Oh, real quick. That would be a risky play, since I will be eating a special... Well, no. I wanna see it. I'm doing it. This is either a great idea or absolutely horrible idea. I don't know which one until I try it out. So parry, armor break, start stacking stuff up. And then, if you would let me, well, I gotta do the bleed stack real quick again. Okay, it works. Great. 47 seconds. Really good. So basically my concern was the power gain Killmonger gets from all the debuffs, but because you have armor breaks on your parries, that shuts down the ability power gain he has from debuffs and allows you to just, well, destroy him with Sinister. Alright. So much reading. Okay, give me 1 minute, I'll look over this. Okay, so I gotta play around with which attacks I throw. Okay, can't inflict incinerates. Not really planning on it anyways. Bleed debuff shuts it down. Also, ability accuracy on that attack. That means if I'm using someone with RNG bleeds, I should be able to, well, always land them. Maybe not always, since 100% means just a double chance. There's the heal block and armor break. That's fine. No regenerate modifications, which means the energy adoption fire can't be dealt with using heal reversal. That's fine. Do you think being a war planner has helped you make quicker decisions for counters in content? Not really, since I don't do the actual proper planning for war. I basically just help with counters and all of that. Usually my ideas don't even go through because the others don't like them, but uh, Zemo has infinite bleed, so that should shut down the node completely. What else do I have? Venom would shred this one. Black Cat as well. Is there a way for me to abuse roots? There is. Okay, I'm gonna go with Zemo. I'm gonna try if the Zemo trick still works for chasing content. We'll see. If it does, don't tell anyone and don't abuse it. If you abuse it, you can get banned. Doing it for science. Don't worry about what's happening just yet, just give me a little bit of time. Okay, so far, well, timing for it is extremely difficult to get down consistently, so I can't say for sure yet. But it is looking good. It is very likely I'm missing the timing, but if not, then it has been fixed, and that would be great. Because you can very easily abuse it. Okay, there I saw the AI do a little flutter, which didn't happen before, so I think it has been fixed. I would need a little bit more testing to confirm. But assuming it has been fixed, I can probably finally explain what is happening. You might have seen the video against Labyrinth of Legends Star-Lord that I had a while ago, where I did the fight in a single hit using Zemo. And that is abusing a bug that I found with Root, which basically locks down defender in permanently holding block. The way to do it was to charge your heavy attack at the exact correct moment in the opponent's, well, heavy spam chain, I guess, which then just forces the opponent to hold block, and they will remain holding block until you hit them. Okay, I'm fairly confident it has been fixed. That's good. Alright, yeah, this fight would have been done ages ago if I was actually using Zemo properly here. That's not exactly what I had in mind doing this fight. Okay, nice. Well, anyways, fight itself, very, very easy. Zemo shuts it down completely. Now then, Namor, final fight before the final boss of this path, I guess. Okay, so Biohazard, main problem. And then I just have to time my specials correctly. So I need someone to deal with bleed. I could use my Omega Red here. The issue is he can reflect a lot of the damage back. And using specials kinda messes with him. We'll need a bleed immune anyways. Someone who doesn't take damage from bleed like Onslaught. Going to ghost this. Skullman, there is just one problem there. If Namor tries to hit you in your special 2 animation, you will get the damage reflected back to you. So you can end up nuking yourself if you're not careful. The fight is definitely doable with Ghost, but just be mindful of that. CGR would work, shuts down the power gain as well. It works on basics too. Yeah, it does. That is right. Not really sure. Onslaught is just screaming his name to me at the moment. It's always Omega Red. Omega Red here suffers from the fact that I gotta use specials. I have to. Screw it. I have a 7-star rank 3 Omega Red. I might as well use him a bit. How many fights left? This is the second last fight of this path, and this is my first path. Let's see. Can I get a bleed? I get some bleeds maybe? Kinda forgot about the whole hurricane thing, but that's fine. Ah, missed the light intercept. That's fine. Also, Sam, since you just got here, I'm not trying to use the best options for any of these fights. I'm intentionally making it a little bit more difficult on myself than it needs to be. Just for no real reason, honestly. I have resources, I might as well use them. There we go. First fight though, bleed RNG was absolutely horrible at the start of the fight. Now then, real quick I gotta remind myself what this guy does, even at a basic level. There's a damage cap, need to regenerate, modifications, can't shut down the evade and I don't want to shut it down. There's the wounded, there's targeted debuffs and buffs. So DOT is well, DOT is something you don't really want to do here. Unique buffs and unique debuffs would help out. The Venom would sort of one of those out. Okay, no matter who I bring, I need some buffs here that makes things a whole lot easier. What's the final phase? Honestly, I think I'm just gonna Venom it. I have him, might as well. I was looking at Vox as well, but due to how this guy works, I don't think I can keep the degens up properly. So a rank 3 Venom. Let's see. This fight is insanely easy, I will judge you if you don't solo. Well, Sam, it has been so long since I have taken any of these fights. But, fair enough. Okay, it's a little bit too early on that. Let's try that one again. Okay, well the solo might be out the window now since the first phase I took so much damage, unless there's a way for me to eat some buffs he might gain later on. Which there might, I don't know. Also, I rolled horrible buffs in terms of unique buffs. Having precisions is great, but I think I needed unique buffs for one of the modes. Can I eat that? I don't really actually need it. Alright, phase 2 should be down. I think I can get him down. Might cut it a bit close actually, since I missed a few hits by accident. Ah, it's not gonna be a single phase, unfortunate. Might be able to eat some buffs now then. That's a skill issue. He's not really going for my light intercepts. A little bit messing me up, but... There we go. Phase 3. I can tell this is not gonna be a solo unless I don't make a single mistake again. Can't remember all of the icons. I think that's a heavy attack. Okay, I might be able to melt him down now. For this phase, definitely will be able to. You can heavy counter too. Yep, I can. I think he actually might be dead here. Alright, well, it was a solo. Had to go quiet there for a bit to actually focus on it. But yeah, this is one of my favorite fights. With all the slowing down time, fast forward in time and all of that. It's very fun to do. And yeah, using Venom, definitely the right way to go there. No question about it. So now what do we get for completion on this one? Looking at the time, yeah, I might need to do path 2 tomorrow actually. I didn't think this was gonna take this long. But I am gonna go ahead and open this thing. Now one thing I gotta check. I did do this before. Get a magnetron crystal, like 2 of them actually. So let's see what I get from those. 2 days. Is there boosters? I could spend like $6 and get it now, but I can't do that on stream. Oh. Well, hello there. I haven't seen this one before. Okay, so I didn't have this after the update, so this is new for me. Okay. Interesting. Okay, let's go for the magnetron ones first. Might as well get this out of the way. There's a 7-star. Guess I'll open this as well. Hoping for something useful. Paragon. I'll open that too. Okay, I'm not gonna spin these. I'm just gonna pop them. 2 4-stars, as expected. Put this one out of the way as well. Another 4-star. Alright, any guesses on the 7-star? I'm gonna spin that one. Okay, champs I would be happy with. Immortal Hulk, Man-Thing, and Punisher 2099. Those 3 are my most wanted. White Magneto, I'm okay with. Venom Pool, please no, I'm not a fan. Misty Knight, I mean, I wouldn't mind it, but I have no use for her at all. So, it's a 50-50 shot whether or not I get actually something useful or something I would like here, or just another arena champ. Punisher is the best, Venom Pool is the worst. Fair enough. I actually would consider Punisher the best as well in terms of actual usability, but Immortal Hulk is my #1 chase here, personally. Because it's fun, and that's about it. And there we go. Alright, I will definitely take that. Right then. That's definitely a dub for me. Do I have anything else? What are these? No, I gotta get that done. Nothing else. Alright. Rank 3 win. I mean, technically I could do it right now, but I'm gonna save the rank 3 gem for a little bit. See what else I can get. Beta Ray Bill is still out in the open. I could rank 3 him, but I don't know yet. I'll have to play around with a few champions to figure that out. But Immortal Hulk on my completion run, I definitely cannot be mad at that. Also, I've been ranking up all 3 stars and all that. Got leader from the arena, as I usually do. For stat focus, any ideas for this guy? Kind of feel like block prof might actually be the most useful for him, since critting doesn't do much for him, crit damage doesn't do much, special damage I don't think that matters for the burst damage at all. Block pen, armor pen, that's nothing is gonna make a difference. Block pen is the only one you're actually gonna be somewhat using in a fight out of these. Armor rating also, apparently armor rating cuts down block damage more than block proficiency does, which I find very, very weird. I don't, it makes no sense to me, but someone told me that that is the case. I haven't tested it myself, but if that is the case, then that's just stupid, and block prof is actually useless. Well, borderline useless. It has its uses with things that actually interact with block proficiency, but I don't know. Resistances are also decent, but for now I'm just gonna go with the crit rating, since special damage doesn't increase DOT or burst damage as far as I'm aware, so it wouldn't do anything to the burst damage on your special 1 or the special 2, which basically means it's as good as nothing for the burst. For defense, hmm. Uh, does this guy have any physical resistance by himself? No, but he has energy resistance. Alright then, say no more. It increases Juggernaut's burst damage. Well, is Juggernaut's burst damage based on the hit damage dealt by the special? Because if that is the case, then yes, it would work that way. But Eye Hulk's is a set amount. So I don't think that's the case for him. Interesting. Are you sure it increases the burst damage on him? Because that does feel off. I'm like 90% sure special damage does not interact with DOT and burst the same way Fury does. It's not an attack increase, so to speak. It's damage increase. I don't know, I would have to confirm that with DLL or someone, but I don't think that's the case. Or if it is, that's a bug. That's gonna be a fun one to send in. Anyways, I am gonna have to go ahead and call this stream here. It is 11 p.m. I have been live for 3 hours now, apparently. So I am gonna do part 2 tomorrow. Get it done. Open another 7-star. Get that vision. And yeah, maybe I'll get the better reveal today as well, so I can actually play him tomorrow for one of the fights. That might be a good idea. I Hulk as well, so I might do that off stream. But as far as this live goes, I will have to call this here. I've been up since 6 a.m., so I am gonna head to bed. Very cool. But honestly, yeah, I am gonna do that. I'm gonna go ahead and buy a single booster here after I end the stream. I'm gonna get better reveal, and I'm gonna rank to him and I-Hulk. And then I can get some gameplay tomorrow when I finish the Crucible for both of them. That sounds like a good idea. I'm gonna do that. So, with that said, JJ, since you are still here, is anyone else streaming at the moment? I'm sure someone is doing their Crucible runs or something else. So if you would have a link, might be able to send some people over there. Maybe, maybe not, I don't know. Quite a few. Give me a few options if you would. I'm sure most people in my chat already follow most of the other bigger YouTubers, so I'm sure they'd be able to find their way around themselves, but might as well get a link. Doesn't hurt. And yeah. I suck at closing off streams. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. Okay, there is Shadow. JJ, I'm gonna let you do that. And I'm gonna give a, well, 30 seconds or so for the stream to catch up, since I don't know how long the delay actually is. Should be as low as it can go, which is like 2 seconds, but I'm gonna give it a bit, then I'm gonna end the stream, and yeah, if anyone is still here listening to me ramble about nothing, since I suck at talking and streaming, then go ahead and click one of those 2 links for either Shadow or Barrowman, or whatever links JJ sends after that for other people streaming MCOC currently. And I'm gonna see you if you are interested tomorrow for the rest of the Crucible. Oh, before I go, I'm gonna read this comment. Hey man, I just recently got back into the game, just popped a Nexus. Should I take a first time teenage warhead or Chugs dupe? That's. Are we talking 6 stars here or 7 stars? I'm assuming 6 star because 7 star Nexus crystals are not that easy to come by. So if we're talking 6 stars, I would take the Negasonic Teenage Warhead simply because of her utility. Juggernaut still has his damage, he doesn't necessarily need the nullify, you can use other champions to deal with that piece of utility, and then you have Negasonic for one of, or many of the current hardest defenders in the game, such as Bullseye, and I guess not hardest but annoying, being Korg and Atuma as well, Killmonger, and champs like that. So for that reason, a player coming back to the game, you will need something to deal with those champions, so Negasonic would be my go-to in that option, or that Nexus Crystal. I hope that helps, and yeah. At the end of the day, just you can't go wrong with just picking the champs you think look cool or you like playing. So just, I don't know, pick one and see how you like it. Usually new champs are the so-called correct choice when you are newer to the game, since building up your roster is extremely important, especially now with content like the Crucible. Having a wide roster is necessary for things to come, I guess. And with that, I'm gonna go ahead and stop this stream. So, I'll see you tomorrow.